All right, everybody, today is a pretty nasty day. Who knows if it's going to rain? Who knows if it's not going to rain? However, today's pour day. I have came to a job site for M&R Excavation in which they are going to pour an ICF basement. I'm going to go over everything, make sure that they've got all their I's dotted and T's crossed. Let's get this going. What are you doing, Hunter?
I'm trying to figure this stuff out.
Figure this stuff out. There's a print there. It's figured out for you. Huh? So what are we doing?
Well, we're going to put anchor bolts in on 40 feet of wall for the front porch or the side porch. And then we're a 14-foot porch in the front. We're going to put anchor bolts in to make sure it's sturdy. And
we'll show you guys what he means by anchor bolts. It's not as simple as just putting an anchor bolt in. There's some specifics that we have to do to ensure some things for the skirt board of that porch, right?
Correct.
So what he's saying is we got a 14-foot porch on the front side of the house, which is not that side, but that face. And then we have a covered porch on that side of the home in which you can see, and we'll show you the home here in a minute. But we're going to create some points. This is not the basement, this is the upstairs, so it kind of looks weird, but this wall is an ICF wall, and the goal is to create, there's not as many windows and doors on this wall. There's actually no doors and windows on this wall in the basement. So we're going to create some areas all the way down through here, every 4 feet to be specific, in which anchor bolts are sticking out of the wall, along with some concrete, not sticking out of the wall, but flush with the wall. Anchor bolts sticking out, concrete flush with the exterior of the wall. And then the skirt board attaches to that, and that's where they'll put their joist hangers, and their floor joists will come out off of that. Right?
Right.
Right?
It's a lot to take in.
All right, let's figure it out.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody. So here is the actual ICF basement. This dig, it dug great, but we knew that this dirt, well, it's just not very good dirt. You can see there's spotty clay content. So we had some collapses because this type of dirt here is honestly spoil bank. So those collapses caused us a little bit of issues. You can see basically the entire overdig fell off. When I say the overdig, the setback fell off. But other than that, the ICF stacked out well. The guys are doing a few last minute preps. We're getting the octagon plates in that you can see on top of the wall there. Those are for the inside skirt board to mount to. We got all of our strapping on our common. Hunter and I have went through and checked all the corners to make sure they've started off plumb. He's then going to make adjustments to his inside brackets to ensure the wall is in the proper position pre-pour. We're putting the last few straps on. John Boy's doing a good job. They put that one on vertical, which is okay, but it's not preferred. So I'm having them rotate those over and put those on 45s, because that vertical really doesn't control that corner from kicking out. And that's one thing that you don't want, is that corner to kick out. That's deep off the face of the wall, or that door ends up sticking out further than this plane, which then any finish work that comes along this plane will kick out or over. And you don't want that. They've got everything foamed up really well. We've got, the plumber has showed up and got his penetrations through the wall on this side. Again, pre-pour. You can see his holes right up there. 1, 2, 3 holes he's got in. You can see the guys did a really good job. This wall is nice and straight. No curvature. As we walk back here to the back side, you will see again, this common is foamed all the way down. They have a strap every course. They've went over 2 studs, which is our preferred minimum. If you've got boards that are extra long, okay, fine. Throw screws into 3 studs. Those little holes there aren't going to hurt a thing. Concrete won't flow through that. You guys can see this wall here. It's got a little jag to it right here, kind of out of this corner, a little bit away from Pat there. We're going to fix that before we start pouring this. We'll make sure that that wall has a nice curve to it. Pre-pour adjustment to the wall. Once everything's poured, we'll adjust them nice and straight. Right now the keys are to ensure that all these stiff backs are screwed down properly. Get that wall as straight as possible. Make sure your strapping's in place. Make sure your strapping's in place on any penetrations, which here we have 2 doors as penetrations. We're going to make a few last minute adjustments here, and we're going to pour this baby. Well, our pump truck has showed up, but we were just told that the plant we typically get our concrete from is down. So we got to get concrete from a little bit further away. It happens, it is what it is. But we are in the way of the pump truck. We got to get out of this guy's way. All right, guys, we got the first concrete truck on the site. Pump truck, pumping concrete. I'll do a little walk around and let you guys see everything that's going on. Got some guys putting on some last second plates over here. No big deal, top course. Got a guy cutting rebar for the vertical rebar. We got the guy who gets to stand around and play a video game. Doesn't that look like fun?
That's dirty is what that is.
Oh no! We got Hunter. Yeah, we got Hunter running the hose. We got Pat down here on the inside, telling Hunter when to move. 2 courses, Pat, 2 courses. 2 courses. When I say 2 courses, you got a course of block, a course of block. We have 7 total on this wall. We're gonna pour up 2 courses, up 2 courses, up 2, then 1. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now on this front wall here, we got a frost wall, so it's actually 8 courses. So we'll pour this one in 4, 2, 2, 2, and 2. Let's go back up here on the top side so you guys can see the concrete going in the hole. All right, guys, we've got another porch over here that's going to have a skirt board attached to the ICF. So we're going to cut 2 more holes here and put plates on it just like you see here. But all of our walls are adjusted pre-pour. Hunter's filling up the first 2 courses, as I mentioned a minute ago. Let's walk over here and check in on Hunter and see how he's doing. Are we having fun yet?
Yeah. Now that we got going.
You a little stressed still? You still a little stressed?
Yeah.
Huh? He said he was stressed, and I said, why? Just stuff's gotta get done. Let's get it done. Just wait till he gets in that front right corner. It's even lower over there. He's gonna beat his nose. So guys, what I'm looking for out here, I want to make sure that that wall still has some curve to it after he's got concrete in it. I want to look down here and you can see the same curve all the way to the bottom. If we start seeing anything that gets funky, we fix it. Going good so far, but we're not even a quarter of the way done. All right, guys, just so everybody knows what happened here, we got a little bit of concrete down there, and the reason why, the plumber drilled these holes, and we failed to see that he drilled 2 holes here. Only one had a pipe in it, the one below the 2x4 there. So the concrete actually started shooting out the top hole because he didn't plug it. Luckily, we have a good pump truck operator, and he saw it happen and said, hey boys, we need a strap. So thank you for that.
Very well.
All right, so now we can continue to pour. Hunter's got 3 walls, 2 courses up, working on the 4th wall. And this is the one that has the frost wall in it. And guys, just so you guys know, right there's a really weak point. So we strap it. Since the long side of the corner is over here, we just strap the front side to ensure that it doesn't push out this way. And eyeballing down that wall, it looks pretty good. It's not kicking, it looks nice and plumb all the way down through there. We're gonna eyeball this wall as he pours across that as well. Make sure none of the doors kick out if we need to throw an extra strap in or anything like that. Looking pretty good. You can see how that concrete vibrates the water as it hits the bottom. So we don't do a whole lot of vibrating because the concrete, as it's falling 10 feet, does a lot of vibrating itself. So it's self-settling, if you will. And this is common with ICF. You guys can see the water in the concrete is leaching through the seams. That's okay, not a problem at all. Go up, check the top of the wall. You're standing on my perch, man. We're gonna get right next to you. Oh yeah, still got a nice curve to the inside. It's going well, isn't it? So far.
Beautiful.
I don't want to jinx us here.
No.
Looking good. Let's do a walk around. Now that these other walls have concrete all the way in them, look straight down the top. Looking good. Fix the one leak. Let's actually stand over here on this corner. Walk right on past it. Got one spot down there that's on the far end, pushing out just a little bit, but I think it'll be okay till we make that next round. I'll have Hunter make a small adjustment there. Get up on our foam perch so we can look down the wall. Yep, that one still looks good. Let's eyeball this one from this side again. Yeah, need to suck it in right here. Looks like we got two level all the way around, getting ready to do the second two. everybody. We're making adjustments now. You can watch that wall go out. It's looking real good and straight so far. This long wall here will give you guys a real good idea of the adjustment we make after the pour. Hunter, you need to go down one to come back one, that's fine. So what Hunter did there, guys, is he noticed he had some concrete that spilled off and was pushing a string out. Got to make sure that string is the exact same distance off of these corners, which were pre-plumbed both ways. And now he's adjusting from the corner out. You guys will see that bow that's in it right now be pushed out. If Hunter can stay on the nut. Straight wall, one brace at a time. Now come back one, Hunter. If that's 5 there, your next one can't be 5. It's either a little too far or this one towards me is not far enough. It's got just a little jag to it right there.
Next one down?
Maybe. It's not but maybe 3/8 of an inch to a half, but I can see it. If I can see it, it's more than a quarter. Out. Go ahead and take it. So what happened is, guys, down there on the brace, that adjusting neck, if it ends up going too far, you lose adjustment. So you pull the pin down there, you can see Pat pulling the pin. Hunter's gonna run it up. We're gonna move the pin a full 6 inches, which gives him a new 6 inches of adjustment. Now he can go back to adjusting the wall. That looks way better. Good? The rest of it looks really good and straight. Maybe come back one more and check it there. Man, it looks really straight, but 1/4 inch. See, I can't see a quarter. All right, guys, so we got her poured. Got some nice straight walls. Hunter did a good job. It's the only time I'm gonna tell you that, Hunter.
I get attaboy.
One attaboy.
You using a GoPro?
One attaboy. Oh yeah.
Why use a GoPro?
For my YouTube channel.
Oh.
This wall's good and straight. Everything, when Hunter left, after he gets tape off, he's gonna check it again. But when we left, everything was within 1/8 of an inch. What you got right there, Hunter?
5.
Dead on 5. So what he's checking there, as I explained earlier, from the wall to the string is 5 inches, and he's got that string all the way around the entire house. Where we had one little leaky spot here where the plumber drilled 2 holes and only put a pipe in one, we fixed that. So that's not a problem. We got it coming out all right. It didn't...
You didn't put the pipe in the hole?
We drilled 2 holes. He used the bottom one and left the top one unfilled with foam. So we had just a little spill there, but we got that fixed. This wall here, Hunter, it came out good and straight. We did have to put one board on the inside because we had a spot that was, we didn't like it. So we fixed it and made it good and straight.
Can I ask you something?
In just a minute. Bottom side came out really good here. I paid close attention to where they strapped off the doors. We didn't have anything push. It all looks really good. Right on the edge of the 2x12. Nice and clean. They'll cut that foam off later. I gave you guys a smiley face. That's just for you guys. This one here came out really good and clean. Nothing pushed. Really nice. So this job here poured out really well. It's supposed to rain the next couple of days. So it'll probably take more than 1 day for it to cure, like we have in the past. We can typically come start tearing down the next day, but we're probably going to give this one the rest of the day and all day tomorrow. But Hunter,
Yes, sir.
I know you're short, but can you reach?
Oh,
Good
there
job.
we go.
Charlie, he's taller. I know he can reach. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
We gotta go make sure and tell everybody did a good job today. Everybody worked hard and listened to us holler and tell them hurry up and do this. And oh my gosh, we need that now. Pat, good job, sir.
Thank you. Here's you.
Where's the other 2 yahoos?
Thanks for sticking with us.
We got Yeti. Yeti gonna give us high five, huh? Yeah, no, maybe so. You did good today, making sure we didn't have any intruders. That's a good job. Oh, you gonna shake? I saw you raise your paw up. No shaking? All right, I'll leave you alone. The other 2 are at the truck. I'll give them knuckles here in a minute. But this poured out pretty good. We had a couple of spots we had to add some straps to. This corner here is one of them. Once we got to doing the second level, that corner just moved about 1/4 of an inch, and I didn't like it. I didn't want to push anymore, so we threw a strap on it. Did the same thing over there as precautionary measures, but everything poured out really nicely. That's a wrap to this video here. The guys are gonna unstrap it, take all the braces down, get everything out of the way, get the waterproofing on, which will come all the way up to above grade, all the way around the entire house, and then it'll be ready for backfill in the corners only. We'll backfill that corner and the opposite corner. The GC is going to come in and install the subfloor, or the homeowner's the GC. The homeowner's installing the floor. Normally there is another subcontractor comes in and does a subfloor, and the GC just oversees the entire thing, but the homeowner's the GC and they're doing the install. So they'll install a subfloor on the inside. At that time, the entire basement can be backfilled all the way around, but you cannot backfill these walls all the way up until a subfloor is in place, or it can make these walls move, because that concrete inside that wall is not going to be cured fully within a day to a day and a half that we're going to give it before we start pulling off all of our stuff. It'll be cured enough that it won't be a problem within a day or 2 days, whatever you want to call it. But that Yeti, I don't think you need to go in there. You better stay out of that concrete, buddy. The dog was trying to go in the basement. I don't think your mom and dad want you to have concrete all over you there, boy. So anyway, that brings this video to a close. As always, look for the next one. I'm sure that I'll be here in video on the second level. This house will get a whole nother level of ICF, another 9-foot tall ICF wall all the way around. There'll be a whole lot more penetrations, a lot of windows and doors, etc. Stay tuned for more. As always, like, comment, subscribe.